centimetre line. The equalising score, it's St Finbarr's 2 points, Na Phairsaigh 2 points. Ger Cunningham's puck out is taken on there by Mick Quaid. Mick Quaid gets under it well and puts St Finbarr's into the lead. It's an end-to-end game so far, and a good score there by Michael Quaid. It's another Cunningham in action there, Brian Cunningham. But, he's unable to get a shot in there. It's gone out pretty widely over there, but Mickey Barry chasing after that one for St Finbarr's. Christy Collin inside, they're using all of his experience. And it's Na Phairsaigh who come away with it. Eventually it's Martin Collin getting the clearance in, but only half cleared as far as Michael Ryan for the Bars. Good work this by Mick Quaid. Quaid, well, seemed to be dragged down there. Brian Cunningham it is then with the opportunity to close the gap between the sides, and went for the goal, we could say, but Liam Connery, the goalkeeper, was alert to that. Christy Collin comes away with that, gets his clearance in, down as far as Paul Flynn, who's impressed in the opening minutes. Good work this by Na Phairsaigh. Ger Shaw doing some good work off the ball there, but it's John Moran for Na Phairsaigh coming away with that, getting the ball inside, looking for Mickey Mullins, but it's Paul O'Leary. Has played at full back for quite a long time for St Finbarr's, but he's playing in the corner tonight. And no Leonard getting his clearance in there. Leonard Ford chasing over there for Na Phairsaigh as well, preventing St Finbarr's from coming away with that. It's Tony O'Sullivan, in fact, who neatly hits that up towards Garrow Daly, but it's back with no Leonard. Half gets his clearance in. Good work this by Anthony O'Regan rather, for St Finbarr's. Back to Paul O'Leary, and O'Leary gets it down towards where Mickey Barry is, but Mick Quaid chasing after that one for St Finbarr's. It's Na Phairsaigh though who come away with it. Tony O'Sullivan doing some good work there. Back towards Ger Shaw, his partner at midfield. Shaw inside towards Conrad Lynch. Conrad Lynch with the shot in with the aid of the breeze, and Conrad Lynch hits it directly between the posts. Extends Na Phairsaig's lead. A good score there, well worked out of defence, and a terrific score there by the centre forward Conrad Lynch. And O'Regan playing at midfield, of course, this evening, gets under that one well. Strikes it crisply across towards Mickey Barry. Barry stumbling, but he manages to get the shot in, and over the bar as well for a point for Mickey Barry for St Finbarr's. He stumbled as he hit that one, but it didn't prevent him from scoring. And he narrows the gap between the sides. St Finbarr's 4 points, Na Phairsaigh 5 points, and an open game of hurling here this evening. It's back with Tony O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan again looking to find Mickey Mullins. He hasn't got too much change from Tony Doolan at full back tonight. Back with no Leonard now. Leonard gets his clearance away. St Finbarr's flicking that one on. It's Mick Quaid and Mick Ryan doing good work there. It's Mick Quaid, in fact, coming away with it now. Christy Connery coming over and fouling him as he was trying to go through there. So the free in will be to St Finbarr's. It's Brian Cunningham, the corner forward, taking the free for St Finbarr's. Cunningham strikes it crisply between the posts, so the equalising score, just 24 minutes gone. It's St Finbarr's 5 points, Na Phairsaigh 5 points.
Well, so far, Michael, it's been a very low-scoring game, and a bit of a low-key affair so far, and I'm sure that the crowd here would like to see things warm up. And what a goal would do for this game, really.
Well, yes, indeed it would, and the rain so far, thankfully, has held away here at Park Christory Rain. And the spectators haven't really had too much to shout about so far. Mickey Mullins getting the better of Tony Doolan there for the first time during the course of the game, and he's fouled. So a free in for Na Phairsaigh, and an opportunity for Tony O'Sullivan to score another point for Na Phairsaigh and put them into the narrowest of leads. And O'Sullivan hits it just to the right hand side, but nicely between the posts, so he restores Na Phairsaig's lead. They lead St Finbarr's now by 6 points to 5. And it's Brian Cunningham then comes away with this one. Cunningham with the opportunity to narrow the gap between the sides, and he strikes it between the posts. An important score there for Brian Cunningham, because it did appear for periods towards the end of the first half that Na Phairsaigh were threatening to take a grip on this game, but an important point there for St Finbarr's.
Well, that certainly keeps the Bars right in touch. Just 1 point between the teams now, Michael, coming up to half-time, and the Bars half-back line is playing well, and still a lot of hurling to be done, and second half should be very interesting, I think.
Tony O'Sullivan and Ger Shaw combining well there for Na Piarsaigh. Gets Tony O'Sullivan, in fact, who came away with it, and pushing the back there as O'Sullivan came away with the ball. And the free now to Na Piarsaigh, with just under a minute of normal time in the first half remaining. Tony O'Sullivan then just a metre or so inside the St Finbarr 65-metre line. O'Sullivan strikes that one well directly between the posts. An impressive display at midfield this evening by Tony O'Sullivan, and he scores Na Piarsaig's 8th point of the evening. They lead St Finbarr's by 2 points, 8 points to 6. Cunningham's puck out then, dropping down here in front of us, taken there by John O'Connor for the Bars. They get their shot in there, in towards Brian Cunningham. Cunningham and Mickey Barry doing well, Barry, but it's smothered there by Liam Connery, the goalkeeper. And referee Mickey Flaherty.
Well, it looks like that the referee has given them penalty there, and quite honestly, I'm mystified by the decision really, because he seemed to be a far way off the action, and no, it's a 21-yard free, but nevertheless, Na Piarsaigh giving out quite a lot about that, and it did look like a fair challenge to me.
Well, certainly Na Piarsaigh, I think, have every reason to feel aggrieved with that. And St Finbarr's and Brian Cunningham, for them, is the opportunity to narrow the gap between the sides. Cunningham, well, he doesn't miss too many points, or too many frees from there. He brings it down to just a single point now between the sides. St Finbarr 7 points, Na Piarsaigh 8 points, and it's half-time here at Páirc Uí Rinn. Well, second half then underway at Páirc Christori Rinn, and well, it's beginning as it finished with Tony O'Sullivan in fine form for Na Piarsaigh, and well, a lot at stake, a little bit of niggly pulling underneath us here, and referee Mickey Flaherty will have to be careful to stamp this out. But we'll follow the play for a second. It's St Finbarr's coming away there. I'm sure they're all fired up after the team talk there at half time, because he's trailed by a single point. Liam Connery comes off his chest there, and Brian Cunningham in, forcing him to knock that one out for a 65. So the 65 to St Finbarr's. Anthony O'Regan striking this one, looking to close the gap between the sides, but he won't close the gap between the sides with a shot like that.
Well, a very good start to the second half. Both sides seem to be more eager to get into the action now, Michael, and I'm sure things will hot up a little more, and let's hope we'll have a very good second half.
Well, it's been a pretty tame opening 30 minutes in the first half. I'm sure the spectators will agree there. Good work there for St Finbarr's by John Griffin. Gets his shot in towards Mick Quaid. Quaid unopposed over there, and puts St Finbarr's into the lead early in the second half. Good teamwork there involving John Griffin and Mick Quaid for St Finbarr's, and Quaid gives the Bars the lead. Let's hope we'll be able to finish the game before it gets dark, because we've just played somewhere in the region of 18 minutes in the second half. Quite a lot at stake for both sides. It's St Finbarr's at the moment leading by 11 points to 8. Tony O'Sullivan getting the clearance in, and Paul O'Leary chasing after that one, and it seemed to have gone out off O'Leary there. Yes, indeed it is. So the sideline cut will be to Na Piarsaigh. Mickey Mullins was going to take it originally, but he's leaving it now for Tony O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan gets under it well, flicks it up there, and he manages to keep it in. Paul O'Leary close by. He gets the shot inside. Conrad Lynch chasing after it, and doubles it over the bar. Good score there for Na Piarsaigh, and an important one for Conrad Lynch in particular.
Well, that was a badly needed point for Na Piarsaigh, and it could very easily have been a goal. He got a lovely touch of that cross in, and could very easily have been a goal.
And Tony O'Sullivan then has the opportunity to narrow the gap between the sides, but not the best of strikes from O'Sullivan. He gets a further opportunity though as he tries to cut inside Seamus O'Leary, and O'Sullivan gets a shot in. It's dropping in low, perhaps something on. A great goal for Na Piarsaigh. 22 minutes into the second half, and indeed that's the score that Na Piarsaigh were looking for this evening. It did appear that the Bars were very much in control, but a tremendous goal there for Na Piarsaigh, and it's brought them back into the game. They're a point ahead, and tremendous shot there from James E. O'Connor, the corner forward.
Well, that all came from a bit of misfortune for Na Phairsaigh when they missed the free, and it turned to good fortune in the end with a goal coming out of it. Mick Quaid now attacking very strongly for the Bars.
Brian Cunningham's shot bringing out the best there in Liam Connery. And Cunningham almost came back and got a goal for the Bars, but it was knocked over by Liam Connery. And Connery's puck out, dropping just beneath us. Mickey Mullins whips one inside there. Good work this by Na Phairsaigh, trying to work it inside towards Conrad Lynch, playing it full forward. Paul O'Leary in trouble there for the Bars as his man gets away and strikes it crisply between the posts. Na Phairsaigh take a lead. A goal and 10 points for Na Phairsaigh and 12 points for St. Finbarrs. And Na Phairsaigh then it is who come away with that. Good work there by Seamus O'Leary for the Bars, trying to launch another attack under pressure from Mickey Mullins. Inside it is to John O'Connor for the Bars, directly between the posts. And it's the equalising score here at Park Story Rain. And his puck then dropping down just beneath us here. An important one to win, if there ever was one. But it's Na Phairsaigh then who come away with that. Seamus O'Leary under it for the Bars, but it's Conrad Lynch wins it for Na Phairsaigh. Lynch strikes it down inside. Perhaps an opportunity this for Na Phairsaigh as they scamper forward with that. Tremendous point at an important juncture in the game for Na Phairsaigh. Just 2 minutes into injury time, and Na Phairsaigh grab the lead, 111 to 13 points, but the Bars aren't dead and buried yet. Here come the Bars, yet again, raiding forward here. An opportunity for them there, just a single point between the sides. St. Finbarrs, a point behind. Mickey Barry has it, shakes off the attention of his markers, and Barry nudges it directly between the posts. The equalising score for St. Finbarrs. And he gets the sideline cut in, a good one inside there. Perhaps an opportunity for the Bars if the man can swing the hurley. Indeed, it's Brian Cunningham, strikes it between the posts. We've played incredibly 6 minutes of injury time. Cunningham's shot directly between the posts. It's St. Finbarrs ahead by a single point at the moment. Conrad Lynch is fouled. Maybe an opportunity at the dying bit here at Páirc Uí Rinn for Na Phairsaigh to equalise, and it's Tony O'Sullivan who's charged with the responsibility.
Well, this is taking on the appearance of a never-ending saga, really, Michael, and Tony O'Sullivan now with a very important free to keep Na Phairsaigh in this game.
Just one single point between them. St. Finbarrs leading 15 points to 111. O'Sullivan has been consistent throughout the game, and he's consistent with that strike as well. Tony O'Sullivan closes the gap between the sides. And Ger Cunningham's puck out as referee Mickey Flaherty blows the full-time whistle. We've played 7 minutes of injury time. We finished level at the end of the game. It's St. Finbarrs 15 points, Na Phairsaigh a goal and 12 points.
Well, an exciting finish to an otherwise disappointing City Division hurling final played at Páirc Uí Rinn yesterday. Now, a replay date is yet to be decided. This